What's good with the world, everyone? You know, this is your boy Shirasoni here. I decided after going through everything that I'll do a third part on Maximus. So let's get started right here. In this part, I will be explaining some of the more common presets in Maximus, so that you guys have an idea of the scope of Maximus, you know, and how you can use Maximus. So back here again.
Somebody asked me if I had a tag.
Let me put this to default.
Somebody asked me.
The first preset that we're going to look at is the de-essers, you know, and they got the narrow band and the split band. Basically, you know, the narrow band is very narrow, just has it like that. And then the split band is none of the highs, as you guys could see, and they just have the mids right here. All right, so back to the narrow band. Basically, how they did this is, you know, they turned off the low compressors, they turned off the high compressors. Only the mid is going through. Like I told you guys before, the low, mid, high goes into the master all together, and then the master goes out. Let me show you guys what this means. If you guys look over here at the help section, they have it up here. So all the low, mid, and high go into the master to the output. All right. So we got basically a mid thing to see where our, you know. So let me actually put this on so we.
Somebody asked me if I had a tail, but how should I react though? Said he was serious.
So here we could basically control, you know, this much. If you guys don't know what de-essers are, they're used to silence, you know, make quiet the S's or the T sounds, you know, or the TS's, and you know, when a person is singing or speaking. The reason for this is because when you're singing, actually your T's or your S's, they are more pronounced, they sound louder, you know, because of all the, we call it fricatives, right? And it comes through your teeth and it sounds louder than it should be. So that's the reason you have it separately. Also, if you look at many trained singers will actually have, you know, be trained not to stress those S's as much, you know. But in case they do, we have this thing called the de-esser, which will make less the S, you know. And normally in rap songs, you have to use the de-esser, you know. Rappers are not trained musicians, and
Somebody asked me if I had a tail.
so you guys could set the boundaries straight up.
But how should I react
Generally,
though?
anywhere
Said he was
between
serious.
1K to 10K is good, you know.
He asked cause I was black though.
You don't need to
Like
go
he was
lower
curious.
than that or higher
Like
than
what'd
that.
you learn in school? I chuckle shucking like I'm his fool, knowing that inside, though I got pride, I'm clenching up my fists and saying how you let this shit ride. But now my work, I got my suit and tie on. I keep it calm, my Uncle Tom's lie on. I'm like, why on earth am I?
So you guys could see it. Let's.
Somebody asked me if I had a tail. But how should I react
Off
though?
and then on.
Said he was serious. He asked cause I was black though. Like he was curious. Like what'd you learn in school? I chuckle shucking like I'm his fool, knowing that inside, though I got pride, I'm clenching up my fists and saying how you let this shit ride. But now my work, I got.
You guys could hear the S's being more pronounced as I turn it off, right? Next preset we're gonna go into is you guys could try all of this like I explained, you know. And next one we're gonna go into is the clear master right here, and people seem to use this a lot, you know. I would recommend never use these presets for mastering, you know. You gotta learn how to master separately, you know. Like you can't use this and make your song sound immediately better. Every song is a different formula, you know, so learn how to use this. But we could get an idea for what they do here. As you guys can see, they have it.
Somebody asked me if I had a tail.
Where it rolls off eventually into the 0 dB.
Somebody asked me.
If you guys didn't notice, if I move this line right over on the right, it moves along with it, right? Same with here. It sets the line right there, so you guys know where
Somebody asked me if I had a tail.
So as you guys can see, it tamed a little bit of the highs, mids, lows, all that stuff. And it actually put it up in the pre's too.
Somebody asked me if I had a tail.
Yeah, it's basically compressing everything a little bit, for a very clear master. Let's look at Soundgoodizer presets. So this is basically the same thing as if you go into your Soundgoodizer. You guys should know this already. If you go into Soundgoodizer, where is it? I haven't used that in such a long time. I don't even know. Oh, here it is. And then you guys, ABCD. This is basically the same thing as the ABCDs and the presets that you guys see right over here.
Somebody asked me if I had a tail.
A lot of the times you guys see your music. Let me actually put this in my music channel, or route this here. And as you guys can see, they expanded. They did like upper compression, right, where they put up the up, like I explained in the prior tutorial, and they also put up the highs a little bit, make the tails ring out a little bit more, and of course they put saturation and all of this stuff in there, to do that. That's why your Soundgoodizer stuff sounds good. Let's look at another Soundgoodizer preset, D. Alright, so for here they put up the mids a lot, and they have the highs off, all of that stuff. Yeah, it should be pretty self-explanatory. For our final, let's look at one last preset, which is NY compression right here. NY compression is another name for parallel compression. It's basically getting the both of good worlds. Just YouTube what parallel compression or NY compression is. You're having the wet mix and the dry mix mixed in together. That's basically what NY compression is. Alright, so you guys can see this LMH mix, it's not fully turned on. This means the compressor is not fully engaged. If it's at 50%, you would have parallel compression, right? That's it for today, you guys. I hope you guys got an idea for how to use Maximus, and make sure you guys always ask me questions, leave comments below, get on Facebook, do all of that stuff for me. Alright, and then I didn't mention this part, so you guys could look over it. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Alright, peace out, yo.